Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at some scary videos caught on buses. Do you guys ever take the bus? If so, I'm sure it's a pretty mundane route. Well, here are some bus routes which have never been mundane, as some scary things happened on them. From buses being operated by ghosts to hero bus drivers who saved the day. But before we get to the next stop, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too? Coming up first, we have Bus Baby. This very scary video was caught in the USA in 2010. One night in San Antonio, Texas, bus driver Michael Hubbard was doing his night route. That was when all of a sudden he saw something strange in the middle of the street. Amazingly, he stopped within centimeters of a baby sitting in the middle of the road at night. The 14-month-old toddler Destiny Flores was sitting in the road wearing just a diaper. Luckily, the hero bus driver Michael stopped centimeters in front of her and then got out. At first, he was completely confused, but he was able to pick up Destiny and take her to safety. A few moments later, a man ran out of a nearby house, shouting, "That's my baby." That turned out to be Destiny's father. Destiny's mother, Catherine, later said, "This is an accident that could happen to any mom in the world. But to be honest, my mom never left me to run out in front of a bus when I was a baby." Either way, it's a good thing that hero bus driver Michael Hubbard was able to stop the bus and save the day. Next up is Crazy School Bus. We've just seen one great bus driver, Michael Hubbard, at work, but now it's time to check out a bus driver who's not so good. This video was also caught in the USA in Alfred, New York. It's taken from the security camera of a school bus. All of the kids and the teachers simply got on to get to school, but they were taken on a wild ride. The 56-year-old Martha Thompson had one too many beers that morning, so she decided to drive the school bus in a very crazy manner. At one point, the bus went over the speed limit at 70 miles an hour. Not only that, they even ran over a mailbox and rolled backwards down a hill. On the video, the teachers are begging the driver to stop, but she won't. Eventually, the bus did stop and the kids escaped using the emergency exit. It's pretty crazy a bus driver did this, let alone a school bus driver. So guys, let this be a warning to you. Before you put your kids on the school bus, make sure you check out the bus driver. You never know, they could have had one too many brewskis.
Don't start going up. Stop, please, go. Just put on the emergency brake. Put it on. Put on the brake. Put on the brake! Guys, stop screaming. Stop. Guys, get off. Stop. When I say go, get off. No! You have got to get on the bus. Get on. No! Don't listen. You have to get on the bus. Get on the bus.
Next up is Alien on Board. So this one is not a video, but instead a picture. But it's very creepy and did happen on a bus, so I do have to quickly include it. I'm sure if you use buses enough, you do sometimes see some pretty odd people on board. Well, I'm sure nothing beats what one guy named Adam Ellis saw on the bus. In the summer of 2017, Adam was on a bus when he tweeted a very scary photo. It seemed like some kind of otherworldly creature was on his bus. Now, he never approached this creature, but he did take a photo of it for his 1 million Twitter followers. Some said this kind of looks like the ghost of a child, while others said this could be an alien or otherworldly figure. It definitely does have a humanoid shape, but I don't think it's human. So comment down below what you think this is, an alien or a ghost of a baby boy. Next up is Ghost Bus. But now it's time to check out a bus which is being controlled by a ghost. This bus was captured back in 2015 in Bogota, Colombia. The orange bus was seen on security cameras moving by itself. As you can see, this bus begins to reverse all by itself into some houses. Now, you may think this is very easily explainable. The bus driver just left the handbrake off and then it slid down the hill. But there's two problems to that. Firstly, the handbrake was on, and secondly, it went uphill. Not only that, if the handbrake was left off, it would have rolled forward, but instead it reversed uphill somehow. Now this clearly is not possible, and some say it must have been a ghost operating this vehicle. A dog next to the bus actually began barking to alert the driver. Many say that animals like dogs can detect paranormal behavior, so maybe the dog knew some ghostly things were going on and decided to bark. Next up is Coin Swallower. If you thought that Michael Hubbard, the hero bus driver from before, was a true hero, then check out this woman. This is another piece of surveillance footage from on board a school bus. It was captured in 2016 in Oklahoma, USA. The school bus driver Ginger Maxwell was doing her normal route. But that was when, from behind the wheel, she heard a commotion. She soon realized that one of her 6-year-old passengers was choking on a coin. The boy's face was turning red and his friend was very, very scared. That's when Ginger leapt into action and saved the boy's life. She pulled over the bus, went into the aisle and performed the Heimlich maneuver. Eventually the boy coughed the coin up and it rolled onto the floor. He then allowed the kid to keep the coin under one condition: he could never swallow it again. It's so incredible to see someone going beyond the call of duty and doing something their job does not involve. Not only that, it shows the importance of learning basic first aid, for example, the Heimlich maneuver.
Starts performing the Heimlich maneuver as a child is choking.
Come here. Okay, it's okay. You're going up. At least maybe you'll pull it up. Okay, got it. Got it.
I heard it hit the floor, and then I seen it rolling. I said, we got it.
She says this is the first time.
Next up is Wild Man. This is the only other image we have on this list, but I had to include it as it's bound to give anyone who sees it nightmares. This image was apparently taken at night on a bus in San Francisco, USA. As you can see, it shows what seems to be a man going wild in the bus seat. He doesn't seem to be causing a commotion, but he does seem to look very menacing just sitting there. I'm pretty sure if I saw this, I would never ride the bus again. He has glowing yellow eyes and massive yellow teeth. Maybe I'm being too quick to judge and it's simply a bad photo of the guy that makes him look scary. Do you think that's the case, or am I right here and this guy really does look terrifying? Now I'm gonna pose you a question. What would you do if you got on a bus and you saw this guy? Would you sit next to him, sit far away from him, or not get on that bus? Personally, I would go for option 3. Next up, we have Bus Twister. It's common sense you never want to get caught up in a tornado or twister, but if you do, I'm sure you really don't want to be in a bus packed with a ton of people unable to get out. Well, scarily, that's exactly what one bus surveillance camera caught in 2012. Well, one day, a bus in Henryville, Indiana got caught up in a tornado. The tornado was going at wind speeds of over 300 miles an hour. Now, luckily, Angel Perry, the school bus driver, and all of the children were evacuated before this video happened. But it's a good thing they got out when they did, otherwise they would not have made it out okay. Even though no one's in this bus, it's still a very terrifying video that shows the true power of Mother Nature. Next up is bus dancers. People do all kinds of things on public transport, not limited to dancing. Maybe you've seen someone who was a bit overexcited having a dance on a bus before, but I'm sure you never saw what happened in this video taken in Africa. Not much is known about this video, but it's said to be taken in an African country. Very scarily, going down the highway, there appears to be a bunch of people on a bus dancing. Cars going by are honking at them in support, and it does look a lot of fun. But I just hope this bus doesn't have to stop suddenly, otherwise these people are not going to be okay. And finally on the list of scary bus videos, we have protection glass. Have you ever wondered why bus drivers have protection glass? I mean, surely being a bus driver isn't a very dangerous job, right? Well, this video shows exactly why protection shields are needed on buses. In London alone, 4 bus drivers a day are involved in incidents with passengers. This man wasn't being allowed on the bus as he didn't have enough money for the fare. That was when all of a sudden he starts banging very scarily on the glass of this 29 bus. He then rips the wing mirror off the bus and bangs the protective glass with that. But these shields are made of reinforced plastic, which is the same as what riot police use. So luckily he wasn't able to break it and instead ran off. Thanks to this CCTV, he was arrested a few days later, but it's still a very scary video to see. And it really makes you think, what could have happened to the bus driver if he didn't have this protective shield? Be sure to check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the scariest bus video on this list. I think it's the ghost bus, as that's seriously paranormal. If you guys want some more amazing videos, check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that coming up on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching, check out some more videos on screen right now, leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.